So today in Ohio, for the first time, at least around me, Cars and Coffee is open. Now, I'm still of the belief that it's probably a little too soon to be opening things up the way they are, so I have no intention of actually stopping at Cars and Coffee. I am curious to just drive by it and see. I've driven by the last few weekends just doing other stuff with the pups and saw, you know, a few cars here and there. But since this is the official start, I'm thinking that, even though I don't think it's safe, I'm thinking that a lot of people are going to show up. I've been trying to film this like intro portion of the video and such for several days now. And things kept stopping me from doing it. Weather or just life, and it just so happens that today we got beautiful weather, I've got some free time, and it just happens to be Saturday, so I was like, all right, well, might as well cruise by Cars and Coffee and see what's up. Now, I know the videos on this channel have been wildly inconsistent. I think I've only had maybe 2 or 3 this entire year, maybe 4. So there's a lot of good news in this video. The title is not clickbait. Let me repeat, the title is not clickbait. The wife's Focus ST is for sale. The FJ is for sale, but it's not a priority as I'm trying to sell the Focus ST first. The Focus ST has an appointment coming up to get a couple of things fixed, like a recall. And then that's actually Monday. That's I got to drop it off there tomorrow night. And once I get that car back, they should just have it for a day, but I didn't want to push it. Once I get that car back, then I plan on scheduling the FJ to get stuff on it fixed. Meanwhile, this car, if you guys have been following along, you know this car has a lot of little things I want to get fixed. The squeaky belt at the startup, the oil leak, the dash, I can do that. The Evolution badge needs replaced, and a lot of this has been put off for a couple of reasons. One, just haven't been devoting time to the car stuff. And 2, I mean, honestly, money. I don't have a lot of extra money these days, so what money I do have, I'm constantly spending on things that can make my work more efficient, therefore make me more money. Car parts don't really do those things. They don't make me money. They don't make me more efficient, and in fact, they make me less efficient because I have to figure out either do them or schedule to do them and stuff. So add all that up, plus the fact that I don't drive this car that much, especially in the winter, and yeah, it's like there just wasn't a whole lot of motivation. Now with COVID releasing, we're getting warmer weather, we're selling the wife's car, we're freeing up some cash. Wow, it is busy. Yep. I figured it would be. Oh my goodness. Yep, pretty busy. I mean, by far not the busiest I've ever seen it, but pretty freaking busy. Is that an S3 or RS3? I couldn't tell. Yeah, really busy. I mean, it's not the busiest I've ever seen it, but that's pretty busy turnout. I just don't know that I feel safe, you know. Don't see a lot of people wearing masks. It's like, well, I could park and just like roll up my windows and stay in the car, but they're not power windows, so I'd have to like actually get out and roll the windows up, and that's just awkward. At the very least, we're gonna turn around and cruise back by again. Some people wear masks and such. This 911 just really can't decide what he wants to do. Probably best just turn around. There you go. Good job. All right, as tempting as it was to stop, and I did see some people wearing masks, but it just, I don't feel safe with that right now. Anyways, this video is gonna kind of jump around a bit, so bear with me. While I haven't been uploading car videos, I have been still shooting what little car stuff does happen. And most of it's happened over this last week. I know this is a lot to kind of throw at you guys when you haven't really heard much from me, but basically, yeah, watch the video. I'll come back on at the end and kind of, I've edited most of this, so I kind of know what parts I need to kind of clarify and button up. But we got the green light, and see you guys in a minute. All done, storm's coming. Well, we got in just in time. Oh, Frisbee. Pups have ditched me. I said no, we don't want this thunder.
Day 2.
Wife's cars are all clean. Suddenly she has to go somewhere, as per usual. She doesn't go anywhere with quarantine. I washed her car, I gotta go somewhere. EVO, also clean, but I have nowhere to go. Or if I do, it's a park. Or take the FJ. I don't know that I can wash another one though, boys. Especially one that large. But we are gonna pull it out again so that I think we're gonna do a little spring cleaning of the garage today. Got the car cleaning cart cleaned. Got rid of all that crap that was over there. Good morning, YouTube. My name is Will. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been several weeks as usual. I know you're getting antsy, you wanna go to the park. Pups have their own channel, you can check them out if you want. We're about to head to the park, but we're gonna take the FJ, obviously. We're gonna take it though and get some photos because it is all clean. So this is the first time in probably at least since last summer that all 3 cars are clean right now. The FJ got washed yesterday, the ST got washed yesterday, and the EVO got washed the night before. It's in the garage, I'm not gonna mess with getting that out. So I'm thinking I'll title this something like "My Cars Are For Sale" or something, because basically they are. This is 100% for sale. I would like this gone today. That's not gonna happen. I need to take it and get the, there's a recall and it needs an oil change. I think the tires are good, but they usually check and tell me if that stuff needs done. If it does, I'll replace those, but I think they're good. So yeah, that is, I would like to get that sold as quickly as possible. The FJ is also for sale, although I'm not as aggressive with that because unlike the Focus, if I sell the Focus, it doesn't really affect my life at all. The wife is working from home right now and they've already told them that when quarantine ends, she's only gonna be going in 2 days a week max. So if I sell this before I replace it, well, I'm gonna sell it before I replace it, but in the meantime, she can just take the EVO or the FJ or whatever, it doesn't matter. The FJ, on the other hand, if I sell that, I gotta be prepared to replace it immediately or possibly before. So the only way that I'm going to replace it before I sell it is if this is definitely gone, which is why I want this gone sooner so that I can potentially replace that. The FJ does have some cosmetic things that I want to get fixed. It does have some electrical things, like with the door locks, like the sensor needs replaced. The previous owner took out parts of the stereo, weird stuff, so I'll probably throw in some speakers or something to make that normal. But I'm gonna get all this stuff fixed. However, if somebody wants to buy it before I get it fixed, I would obviously sell it cheaper. The biggest issue is of my own doing. I did this by backing into that stupid pole. So yeah, that was annoying. But I want to get that fixed definitely. And I think this is caused by this tire being heavier than factory, but I'm not sure why that does that. Pups and I got a bunch of stuff to do. We're gonna take some photos of this as I mentioned. If you want to see more of this day with the pups, you can check out their channel. I'll link it below. But otherwise, let's go get some photos of the FJ. All right. As I sit here and wait for the allergist to open, there's a few things I want to go over when it comes to car photography in regards to selling your car. All right, so of course, as soon as I started to talk about car selling tips, they opened up. But we are going to go find a location. I think I know where I'm going to go. I just want somewhere clean and simple. Like, you know, the biggest mistake I think a lot of people make is they're so used to Instagram and all this filters and nonsense. That's not what you're trying to do when you're trying to sell a car. You're trying to post an accurate representation. not a Photoshop representation. There's a very big difference. If I can look at your photo and within a split second know that this is got a filter or some heavy editing, you've done it wrong. That's not the way it's supposed to look. Because as a buyer, you want to see the car the way it is. All you need is clean photos. I mean, everybody is guilty of this. I see individuals that are guilty of this. I see fancy dealerships that can be really guilty of this. All right, this wasn't where I was intending to go, but we were driving past this and I was like, you know, this might work. So I'm gonna take a few photos here. All right, I think these came out pretty good. We're just doing exterior right now. I was ready to do something fun. I know, I keep promising it, I know. All right, so as you will see in some of the photos, I might put a couple in this video just so you can see, but whether it's this car or any car, you wanna show all the sides. I think sometimes there's like a balance between not enough and too many. Sometimes I see people list cars, even dealerships list cars for sale, and it's like, there's like 4 pictures. It's like, what am I gonna do with that? But then you got the people that's like, it's like they put it on like a rolling tripod and took like 360 photos and took like 360 different photos. And it's like, I don't need a photo that shows 2 inches down from where the last photo showed. Like, that's just a bit much. Get all the angles, show anything of importance, anything that's been modified, anything that's been damaged, things like that. But otherwise, you know, just try to represent the vehicle. All right, well, so we got the FJ photos. Now I still need to take some interior photos. It's not really bad right now, but I do want to clean it up a little bit. That's another mistake. You don't have to like go crazy and clean your car on the outside, because honestly, most photos aren't going to really show that a whole lot. But I would, I mean, by all means, if you can wash your car, wash your car. That's going to help a lot. It just looks nicer. It's one of those things that if you take photos of a dirty car, it doesn't necessarily look bad until you take the same photos with a clean car and you're like, oh my gosh, that makes such a difference. The inside though, definitely clean the inside. You know, get rid of all your crap and your clutter and stuff. I mean, right now I've got their blue bin, which is always in here. I've got my camera bag, I've got the bucket. In case I saw something crazy on the car I wanted to clean up before I took photos, but there wasn't anything. You know, get rid of all that stuff. And, you know, it's not even so much about, oh, I don't keep stuff in my car. That's not true. It's more just letting people see the car, letting people see more. I mean, they can't see the condition of the seats if there's crap on it. They can't, you know, if there's dirt and everything else. Cars get used. People understand that, but, you know, have some sense. I'm not under any delusion here or trying to trick people into thinking I don't put my pets in this car. Obviously, I do. But I'm gonna clean it up when I take the for sale photos. Do you think we're going somewhere, or are you actually gonna clean it for once? No, you thought you were going somewhere. Okay, I got my hopes. I thought maybe you'd clean it. You know, but I'm not gonna use this as my photo. You know, you want it to be its best self. I mean, people understand that this car has the pups in it, but it cleans up, everything's clean, and you know, it is what it is. Watch out. We see this for sale ads. No children or pets in the car. It's like, okay. I mean, children and pets can be in the car, just don't tear it up. You know, children, don't let them eat food. Pups, put stuff down. You know, occasionally they get in the ST and a couple rally. Even a couple times they've gotten the EVO, and I take all the necessary precautions. I put stuff down, I put blankets down, I put seat protectors on. I mean, just be smart about it. I feel like they're basically saying like, hey, I'm real lazy with the care of my car, but I didn't let any children or pets, so it's probably not too bad. Like, that's honestly what I feel like they're saying. So anyways, I didn't expect the wife to be gone, so we're gonna go in, I'm gonna feed them, wipe them down, all that good stuff. And then whenever she gets back, I'll probably take her car and take some photos. All right, bye boys, we'll be back. Can it? I don't think it can. Oops.
Maybe if you put the camera down for 3 seconds.
Bye boys. All right, Chick-fil-A. Wifey's walking to Chipotle. I didn't record any so far of our adventures of car shopping because they basically didn't happen. We were on our way to test drive an M3. I had everything pre-set up to where, sorry if the air is making noise, but man, it is hot outside. Where they were just gonna have it ready for me. I could drive it that way. You didn't have to be like contactless, basically. Then he texted me on the way there and was like, yeah, my bad, it's not here yet. It's still like on a truck. I guess about at auction or something, I don't know. So that was out. I did swing by Audi just to look. They had an RS3, but it was new, so I really didn't want to mess with that. I'm not gonna buy a new car. I did get my new monitor though, however, while we're up there. As you can see back there, LG 5K, 2K, ultra wide, 34-inch, I believe, Thunderbolt. So I am sending back my, I don't even think I've talked about it on this channel, but I am sending back my 49-inch ultra wide. I just can't deal with the lack of contrast and the colors, and I just can't deal with it. So I may get a second monitor, like another 27-inch 4K to go alongside with that. Once I get that set up, we'll see how I feel with it. Anyways, I feel like I should wait for the wife to come back in here to tell you guys this, because we were talking more and she's like, you know, we were thinking about other cars just in general. And she gave a verbal agreement, which I told her is binding by law, that we should buy another EVO. That's right. We're gonna buy another EVO. I don't know which one yet, but it's gonna be for her, so I'm gonna sell this, obviously. Now I have a super motivation to sell this, like now. So actually when I get home this afternoon, I'm going to get an appointment scheduled so I can get this car taken care of, start shopping for an EVO, like now. Literally, I'm gonna put the camera down and start shopping for an EVO on my phone. So I'm sitting in line here, Chick-fil-A, and I'm watching these young girls like step out of the sunroof in the Jeep, which, whatever, like we're in a drive-thru, it's not a big deal. But it occurred to me that that must be the like ultra expensive, rare, convertible top version of the Jeep. Like I've never seen one of those, so where it's actually a soft top, but like a hard top frame. So I was just telling people how you entered into a verbal contract to get another EVO.
That's what I want.
It's done. It's a done deal. It's done.
Yeah, how quick? We're gonna find out how quick can you actually sell this car.
Yeah, never been so motivated in my life to sell a car. So I didn't have to sell a car to buy my last 2 EVOs. 3 EVOs. Always forget there's 3. This will be number 4. Oh, jeez. All right, it's the cops. Be cool. I know there's some obvious questions. The first one being, what EVO are we gonna get for the wifey? And the answer is, I'm not gonna tell you guys yet. The second question, what am I gonna replace the FJ with, assuming I sell it? I don't know yet. Either a Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, or possibly maybe a Raptor. Seriously, stupid Cadillac. And then what all am I getting fixed on the FJ? I think I haven't edited that part yet, but I think I'm gonna put in a bit where I kind of go over some of that. I seriously plan to get the FJ scheduled by the end of next week, and this video, this is Saturday. I plan on finish editing this either today or tomorrow. This will be up by Monday at the latest. So by the time you guys are watching this, we're talking a few days before I start fixing stuff on the FJ. So I seriously doubt anybody's that interested in buying it, especially that quickly. But I'm throwing it out there. Golf R. And lastly, when I say stuff fixed on my car, do I just mean fixed stuff? Do I just mean fixed stuff, or do I mean fix stuff better, as in mod? And the answer is yes. I'll just leave it at that. As a final note, the videos obviously are going to be more consistent because frankly I'm going to have more content, and that's really what it's going to be about. You know, for a while there I felt like I had to like force content or something on this channel because I didn't want to go much time in between uploads, and honestly I just came to the conclusion that it's better to just wait until I have the content. I'm not forcing it. So that's what I've done, but thankfully we're at that point now where I'm gonna have some stuff going on, some content to make, and some videos for you guys. So I'm not promising like multiple videos a week. I'm not even technically promising one a week yet. It just depends on when stuff happens. Now, once I start doing stuff to my car, will probably be in full once a week or more by that point, once I have the wife's car. So if you're still watching this late, I will tell you a little bonus thing is not only are we buying her an EVO, but I have, it's not going to be stock. I mean, I'm hoping to find a stock one, but it is not going to stay stock. Alpina 7 Series. So aside from the standard, you know, intake, tune, exhaust, also thinking maybe wheels, suspension, get rid of the 4x4 status, and she's pretty particular on her colors. The EVOs don't come in a lot of colors that she likes, so unless I can find another cosmic blue one, assuming I go with a 10 or a, I forget what that blue is called with the 8s and 9s, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but unless I can find another one in that blue, chances are we're gonna wrap it. So, with that, all right, so that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. Definitely subscribe if you want more EVO content, both with my EVO 8, and I'm going to be documenting me buying the next EVO, doing mods on it and this one. Let me know what you guys think of the point of view stuff. It generally gets better, like people seem to like that stuff, so if that's true, not only can I keep doing it, but I could actually invest a little bit more. That's like a Hero 4. I mean, that thing is ancient. GoPros have come a long way, so let me know. Appreciate you guys as always. Pup channel if you want to check them out. And yeah, I'll do it. See you guys next time. Nissan Murano. I thought that was my car squeaking. I mean, I've got a squeak at startup, but then it goes away.